A season's worth of hard work and sweat all come down to one last game and our last chance to win $50,000. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this episode, where it's our weekly Premier League show where we analyze and pick each game for a chance to win $50,000 over on the NBC Sports Predictor app. They give you 5 games. You got to correctly predict the result and score for all 5 games to win that $50,000. If not, you can still win $1,000. You got to get the most points. You get 4 points right if you get the result and 10 points right if you can get the correct score right. As I said, this is the last week of the Premier League season. It's one of the easiest and hardest weeks to maybe predict. It's one of the hardest weeks because you got in these matchups they give you, you got some clubs that are fighting for something, other clubs that aren't fighting for anything, so you don't know, what the motivation and determination will be of some of these clubs. You got the holiday, some of these players are within 2 hours from being on holiday, summer vacation, so that obviously plays a factor, in these players' minds. Also, it could be one of the easiest contests because we've never get an opportunity to see all 5 games worth of the lineups. And we always kind of mention that here on the show. It's tough because, when the first game locks, or when the first game starts, all the games lock and you don't get to see lineups. And lineups are important in soccer. So maybe it'll be one of the easiest, contests because of that. We will be able to see all 5 games, lineups, and be able to make predictions with that. So we'll definitely do lineup checks. Make sure you check me out on Twitter, because if there's any drastic lineups that I think, are different than what I predict, maybe that'll alter my prediction. So just make sure you're following me on Twitter. It's at WinningBetsPod. It's at WinningBetsPod. All right, with that being said, let's jump on into it. The first game we got here is Ashtonville versus Chelsea. Another one of these matchups where I said one club not fighting for anything. That's Villa. They're going to be 2 hours away from summer vacation. Where you got Chelsea, everything's on the line. They need to get Champions League football. They control their own destiny. They get a win, they'll be in Champions League football. They're already the better team. They've already got the better, motivation going on for Champions League football. And they're in a Champions League final, but it's not until Saturday. So you can play your big guns here and then get 5 full days of rest before that Champions League final against City. So I don't think that final has really any impact on the lineup that you'll be seeing, this game against Villa. I think Chelsea gets the job done. I think it'll be a comfortable win. There's just been too good defensively up under Thomas Tuchel. Give me the Chelsea 2-0 win. The next game we got here is Leicester versus Tottenham. Look, this is, of all the 5 games that they give you, this one will be the most cagiest of them all. Leicester can still maybe get into Champions League football, but even if not, both these teams are in Europa League football. They're still fighting, to solidify their spot, within, whether it's Champions League or Europa League football. So this one I think will definitely be the cagiest of them all, of these 5 matchups. I think at the end of the day, Tottenham just a bad performance after Villa, after going up 1-0, getting a nice goal there through Bergeron. They just did not look good. They were at home. Harry Kane's possibly last game in front of the home crowd at White Hart Lane. Just a bad performance. I think Leicester in this current form is the better team. So give me a Leicester win, and I think Leicester will win this game 1-0. That's how cagey I think this one's going to be. So Leicester 1-0. Next one we got here is Liverpool versus Crystal Palace. Another one of these teams that are not playing for anything there in Crystal Palace, going up against a Liverpool team with everything on the line, can control their own destiny with Champions League football, get a win, and you're in Champions League football. They've been impressive these last few weeks, picking up wins against Manchester United, among some other teams. They've just looked good. They've looked like a team that says, you know what, we've had a rough season, we've been nailed with injuries, but we're going to be in Champions League, and we're going to do what it takes, and what it takes is getting wins. And that's what they've been doing, is picking up 3 points. I don't expect that to stop going on this weekend against Crystal Palace. I do think Crystal Palace has enough against them in their attacking prowess with Benteke and Zaha to get a goal, but it won't be enough to get a result. Give me that Liverpool 3-1 win. They're not going to let this end of the season run just go to waste. Liverpool 3-1 win for me. Then the next one we got here is Manchester City versus Everton. Much like Chelsea in that final that they've got going on, it's not until Saturday. So I think City can still put out a strong lineup. And I think they're going to want to get a strong lineup out there just to get them, tuned up for that Champions League final. And then they get 5 full days of rest to come right back and play Chelsea in that final. So I'm not expecting a deplenished, City squad, although their B squad is a lot better than a lot of these teams' A squad. So I think you'll get a really strong, City lineup. Everton, they've just been tough to figure out coming down the stretch. They've been, had an opportunity to really solidify their European places, and then they get a loss here, then they get a win, a loss. They've just been tough to figure out. But the one thing they have been able to do in 3 of the last 4 matches against City, they've gotten a goal, which better than other teams. So they've gotten at least a goal against City in 3 of the last 4. I think they'll get a goal here. I think City will have an eye, though, on that Champions League final. So give me a 1-1 draw. I think something just feels like it'll be a draw in this game. Each team will be able to get a goal. I'll go ahead and say 1-1 draw for that one. All right, last one we got here is Wolves versus Manchester United. For Wolves, season's over. They've already even announced today that their manager is going to be leaving them at the end of the season, so Santos will be moving on there. For Manchester United, it's all about the Europa League final. We predicted on this Premier League show here that we do every week, I think it was about 2 weeks ago, we predicted Manchester United's lineup for about their next 3 games in a row. We predicted the lineup for those 3 games, and we were spot on. I think you're going to get their B squad here again today with that Europa League final on Wednesday against Villarreal. I wouldn't expect anybody who's playing in that final to be on the pitch on Sunday. That's how much of a rotation you're going to get on this Manchester United squad. So with that being said, Wolves are just really, really good defensively. They don't have anything into attack, so I don't think they'll be able to punish a B squad for Manchester United, and I don't think the B squad for Manchester United will be able to punish a pretty good Wolves defense. They just haven't had the attacking prowess this season without Jimenez, so they haven't been able to get the job done. Snooze fest, folks. 0-0 draw. This one will be boring. Manchester United, it's all about Wednesday night Europa League final. Give me a 0-0 draw here on this one. All right, guys, that's how we're doing it. The Premier League season is over. It's sad. It's sad whenever a campaign ends, but we do got this last chance here to win $50,000. So, so let's do it. And check with me on Twitter. If Manchester United all of a sudden rolls out their A lineup, we're going to make a change. If City goes, full on B lineup, we'll make a change. So just make sure you're following me on Twitter Sunday morning when the lineups are announced, and we'll make any changes. We'll notify you there on Twitter. Otherwise, guys, hit that like button. Good luck on your picks. It's been fun hanging out with you each and every week, breaking down the Premier League, and we look forward to doing it next season here on the NBC Sports Predictor app. All right, guys, good luck on your picks. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.